Hello, my friends. How are you? I thought it would be super fun to do an updated vlog. I have an idea to do this more often, to just kind of drop in and say hello, like outside of our, moving together outside of those videos that I share, whether here or on my Instagram, or if you are with me on my app. I thought it would just be nice to kind of just chat for a second. So I'm sitting in my studio that you probably have seen before. That unsightly little blanket is purposeful. It's to keep out lizards because there's the smallest little gap in the screen. But it's sort of cooling down a little bit here in Florida. So we like the fresh air to come in, but I don't want those cute little Lizzies to get in here, and then Kike goes a little crazy. So that's why if you see that unsightly blanket, it just means the door is open. Anyway, I am Kate. If you are new here, we have a lot of fresh faces joining us, and so I thought it would be nice for me to reintroduce myself and then also to give everyone kind of an update on what I see for this channel. Or if you're watching this on my app, what I see for the content that I want to bring to you. Of course, it's December, so I'm thinking about what 2022 was, and I'm thinking about 2023, and I'm very goal oriented, so I'm of course like right away wanting to set goals, but I'm also trying to slow down a little bit, slow myself down a little bit. I have a lot of plans and a lot of ideas that I'm trying to work on and put together, but at the same time just trying to slow down a little. So if you're new here, my name is Kate. I am originally from New England. I started this 2 years ago. I was living in Indiana at the time, but actually back visiting my parents for a couple of months. Long story short, I have been moving in a way of flexibility and mobility and kind of like recovery, stretching work for years because I have a neck injury from a car accident that personally, that type of movement totally changed my life, and it helped me to keep moving when I thought that I really couldn't. And that kind of led to, in 2020, being stuck at home, I turned to physical activity. It was kind of like a way of coping for me. And so for the first time, I was doing high intensity workouts and strength training workouts and things I thought I could never do. And it all started with this type of work for me. It all started with stretching and flexibility and being consistent with a form of exercise that I felt I could totally manage and that I actually enjoyed. And that led to so many other wonderful things. And a dear friend of mine who started teaching herself in 2020 virtually said to me, "Why don't you teach flexibility?" And so I was like, what? And I put a virtual class on the schedule. People actually showed up, and here we are. One thing led to another, and I find that it brings me so much joy to be able to share this kind of loving movement with people all over the world that has helped me so much. And I just hope that it can help somebody else a little bit too. The birds are very loud outside. I don't know if you can hear that. So that is me and this in a nutshell. I've rebranded a few times. I'm on the verge of perhaps another rebranding, and that's not because anything's not working, and it's not because I've changed my mind about things. It's just because growth is a natural part of life, right? And if we're not growing, we can sometimes be a little stagnant. So I love to keep challenging myself to keep growing, and I see this community and this movement that I'm bringing to you growing. And so I'm working on a couple of exciting things, but I want to keep bringing consistent content to you. So my Instagram is my community right now, and I have hopes to build that out a little bit. But if you want to get in touch, find me on Instagram for sure. YouTube, I'm going to get back into the routine of consistently sharing something every single week. I want you to have a video available to everyone totally free every single week. Just something a little different each time, but something that we can work on together. And then of course, if you want access to everything and more like programs and more specific targeted work and calendars and things like that, then that's what my app membership is for. But there's always something available for free. I want to bring more live virtual classes to you again. I got a little bit away from that this year, but I want us to be able to connect in that way again. And what I'm really excited about bringing is more strength. We've got sirens. It's like exciting things happening this morning. As you can see from my studio, this isn't just for show. Strength is really important to me. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I find my joy flowing with a kettlebell. Working alongside my coach has just been amazing for me. And so it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, is to bring you more strength incorporated with the more calming restorative movement, because that's the whole reason why I do this. I want you to find what works for you. I want you to find the support that you need. So whatever you're taking away from this movement, amazing. You know, like that's what I want you to do. If it's like, you know, you haven't moved in years and you want to start out really gentle, or maybe it's more for the mind than the body, but maybe like you're getting the benefits of both, right? Maybe you're like, I just need to like take a break and breathe deeply for a few minutes. It does wonders for the nervous system. But also ultimately my goal is to help you feel prepared, and like you have the tools to be able to strengthen yourself physically in ways that maybe you didn't think were possible. And so a huge part of our training, our physical training, is to make time for recovery, both the preparation and then the recovery. So we have to mobilize and get the body ready to move. And then we also have to make time for rest, proper rest, and recover from the work that we did, right? We don't just train the muscles nonstop like a great athlete knows that, right? We have to make time for recovery. So that's what I want to bring more of for you. For if that's something that you're interested in, you know, if that's something that resonates with you, amazing. If not, don't worry. I'm still going to have like my OG stuff on here for flexibility, for mobility, all of that good stuff. There's a little something for kind of every piece of that puzzle, but I am going to be working hard to bring you more of that blend, a blend of grit with grace, a blend of a softness with a strength, because I think the two play in so perfectly with each other, and you can't really have one without the other, you know, like they work better together. And so that is what I see myself bringing you more of in the upcoming months and throughout the next year. I'm doing a lot of prep work behind the scenes to prepare some things for you that I am really excited to share. But I just wanted to give that little update. I hope that your 2022 has been okay. I don't want to say fantastic. I don't want to say kind, because I know those things are not reasonable sometimes. So of course, I hope that for you. I hope you were able to find moments of softness this year, and especially this month in December. I talked about that a little bit on my Instagram, that is like my goal for December, and like my theme word for the month is to just bring a softness to the month, because yeah, it was a crazy year, and I don't know about you, but I felt like I was going nonstop and bumping into myself. And December is still a lot of things going on in December, and I'm still training, you know, most days, and I'm still trying to reach goals. Nothing has paused. I'm not like, let's wait till January, because that's too much pressure for me. But I just want to kind of end out this year just with like a little bit of softness, and just a little pausing, and a little bit of, you know, just appreciating the moment. So anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for finding your way here, for being a part of my little community. And drop a comment, drop a line, let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling, where you're at in December, maybe goals that you have coming up, not necessarily for January, no pressure there, but just like in general, what's on your mind. And we'll try to work on it together. But I'm so excited to bring you new things, and I am sending you much love, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. If you're not yet, be sure to follow along on this little adventure. Subscribe so that you know when I am releasing those new videos, because I am going to be bringing you free offerings every week. But until then, take good care. I'll see you soon. Kike, want to say hi? You looking for Lizzie's? You protecting us? She's fierce. Kike.